Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Father's Day edition of Pyat's Fortress of Solitude. In this week's edition, since it's Father's Day, I thought I would review a couple of items from my basement that have specific importance and connection to the role of fathers in my life. First of all, I'll tell you a little story. In 1979, Walt Disney released a movie called The Black Hole, which remains to this day one of my favorite films, even though it's really not that good. It's a triumph of practical effects, though it fails because it's not sure whether it wants to be a movie for grown-ups or for kids. It's got this really dark heaven and hell ending, but, you know, it's got these funny robots in it, too. In 1979, my father was a church minister and took the boys group at the church called the Beaver Patrol, completely unironically called the Beaver Patrol. It's a kind of a precursor to the Cub Scouts, to see the film, and we all really enjoyed it. And I know that my father could for years afterwards, could do a really impressive imitation of Max Reinhardt calling out for help as the Cygnus slowly crashes into the black hole. I liked it enough to ask for and get the Black Hole lunchbox, which I've been carrying around for the past quarter century. I don't believe I've ever put anything in this particular thermos for about 22 of those 25 or 27 years, whatever it's been, but I like it enough to keep it. The second piece I'm looking at tonight is actually the Little Golden Book adaptation of The Black Hole, which you see in the fullness of time I've grown to become a father and have two small daughters of my own, the oldest of which is just starting to read, and for about a month this was her favorite book. Now you might well wonder how Disney would adapt the Little Golden Book version of The Black Hole, and the answer is not very well. It's really just about Vincent, who was magnificently voiced by Roddy McDowall in the film version, and Bob wandering around the Cygnus trying to avoid the big mean Maximilian boss robot, and they do all sorts of amusing things like juggle fruit, 12 apples, you can count them, and at the end Vincent leaves Bob happily at his control station, unaware blissfully that if the story continued another few pages, his friends would have been in mortal danger and Bob himself would have laid down his life to save them as the Cygnus went crashing into the black hole. Sobering thought, to be sure. And that's all for this week's edition of Pyat Daishuso's Fortress of Solitude. I hope you all have a good night, and remember, you can send me email at the address below. That's pyatsfortress@gmail.com.